Quick shout out to my Patreons who keep this channel going. You can join my Patreon down in the description below. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're reacting to the 13th episode of Moriarty the Patriot. This is titled A Scandal in the British Empire, Act 2. Oh boy. I'm so happy to have this back. I really am. Unfortunately, we did have the premiere thing, which meant we had to wait 2 weeks to get to this episode, which made last Monday a bit of a slog to get through, but easily the best Monday show of the entire lineup. I don't think that was ever in really any point of contention, really, considering the Monday shows we got. But I'm so excited to be back into this. And yeah, we've had another very good start to the season with more Mycroft. We then can see how Albert gets involved in it. I thought Albert might have a bit more potential in the series, since a lot of the focus was initially on William, obviously. And Albert was kind of there, and like we got a lot of his backstory, which featured him quite heavily, and it was very, very nice to see. But beyond that, he was always kind of like just there, and you knew he was lurking, and it was just like he has potential to be more influential. And I think this arc, maybe he's going to be a little bit more involved, maybe not super involved. I think he has reason to this time, because Mycroft is either using Albert rather magnificently, or is unaware of what he might be doing and is being deceived by Albert. I honestly don't know with Mycroft. My perception of Mycroft, based on other Sherlock works, is I think Mycroft is fully aware of what William Moriarty is up to and the effect that he has in some of the alleged rumors and cases that Sherlock himself has been prying into as well. And I feel like Mycroft is almost using Albert to influence events into his favour, because he knows that William will almost certainly act as well, and maybe he can get two birds with one stone by getting William and Irene Adler out of the picture. Maybe that's where his thinking is. Like, that's kind of my perception of Mycroft, from what I expect of Mycroft as a character based on previous depictions, but I guess we'll see what ends up happening here. I don't think he's deceived by Albert. I think it's just a mutually beneficial position for both of them, if that kind of makes sense, as Lieutenant Colonel. But yeah, he's been asked to retrieve the papers from Irene Adler, and Mycroft also warned Sherlock not to be aware of women, just as Irene Adler's arc comes up. But Holmes and Watson meet King Wilhelm of Bohemia to retrieve a photograph from Miss Adler, and Miss willing to pay £1,000 cash money for it, which back then £1,000 is quite significant. I mean, even now, £1,000, no one's going to snub £1,000 if you gave it to them, right? But back then that was worth a lot more. And obviously the king wasn't actually the king of Bohemia. I was like, wow, really? But then it was like, oh yeah, of course, it's Adler in disguise. Adler is very good at disguise. We've also got Fred, who's very good at disguise. So I wonder who's going to be, or I wonder if that's going to be an intentional parallel with both of them being disguised at some point. Because we've used Fred's disguise to great effect already in this story. I wonder if we'll get a chance to use it again, you know? And Adler is more than enough of a match for Sherlock, and is really throwing him off. Like, really throwing him off. She's linking herself more and more to Sherlock. She's showing a side of her that he really did not expect, and he's very good at, like, picking up on people, and, like, what type of people they could possibly be based on the visible elements to their character. But she's throwing everything of him off, and that's really messing with him a bit, and I think that's probably why Mycroft said beware of women, because maybe that's his weak point when it comes to someone like Miss Adler. However, right at the end of the episode, we saw Albert bump into Miss Irene Adler and say, my apologies, and continue walking, but he had slipped a letter with the Moriarty seal onto it, so they've made their move. Moriarty's have made their move. Sherlock is still trying to figure out what the hell his move is. It's just going to keep getting better, and I'm so excited to be back into this. I think this is going to be more than just a two-parter, I think, based on previous arcs. They've always been two-parters, but Irene Adler feels like such a big arc that I don't think you can rush it into two. I personally don't think so. I am assuming there's going to be more to this other than just Act 2 here, but maybe we'll see. Maybe I'll give it a different name and still be focusing on Iron Adler, but they'll name it something different. I don't know. But I guess we'll see. So, as per usual, these are time-based form reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture-in-picture, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture-in-picture reactions I do on the channel, with everything from the seasonal lineup as well as Patreon request shows such as Log Horizon, Symphogear, and World Trigger. We've also got movies on there as well. Weathering Review the movie will be up later this month, so look forward to that one. We also have well, no, that's all we've got on there actually at the moment. But here on YouTube we have to do time based. So bottom left of the screen you'll see the time of the episode. I count down 3, 2, 1, play. Then play, start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. We'll watch this one on Funimation since they continue to license this one. We have the Bandai visual logo and then the Funimation logo to start, so it's about 11 seconds of logos, give or take. You can use the screen flash on my face or the mic to tell when the scene is transitioning. Pro tip, look at this part of my headset. Very reflective and should definitely help you sync up with the Funimation logo at the beginning if you're watching that version as well. So, with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Bandai visual. Funimation. Cheers. Here we go. Long fade in as usual. Albert. Oh. OP time. I love the visual of this OP, by the way. I think the song itself is going to take a second for me to click with, but the visuals of this are stunning. Like I said, the way they've staggered this, so as we're zooming in, you're seeing bits go past, it's really well done. Because it's not just a zoom shot, you actually are traveling through a 3D space. Like, even in the OP, Albert's taking a bit more of a front and center role than normal. We don't actually know who that is yet, I don't believe. I don't recognize him anyway. Alright, Scanlan British Empire, Act 2. We have Fancy Parley. Of course we are. Aha, unmasked. Yep. Masquerade Ball. Oh? Lord of Crime. I just think of the song every time I hear Lord of Crime. Interesting. Interesting. Wow, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Most fun indeed. I wonder who it's gonna be. Mm-hmm. That's... Yep. Hmm. Oh, really? Okay. I don't think you're going to be able to get him. I don't think you'll manage that somehow. I think he fully is aware that it might be you already. I have no idea how he would tell. But I think he might have an idea. Hmm. Okay. Has he been... Oh, it was. Okay. Okay. So we let it happen. Hmm. 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 Master of Disguise. There was a letter. It was all arranged. Okay. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Conditions. All right. Let's hear them. Tough. Even tougher. Yeah. Obviously. Right. Yeah. It was just to hear what you would try and get away with. Yeah. That's not my only role. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Here to offer you an alternative. Hmm. Yep. It all depends on what they are. Yep. I don't think he will. And we don't get to hear it, god damn it. He laughs at it, okay. Oh, the entire empire. Okay, that gets a bit more serious. Oh boy. Mm-hmm. Roll Robinson, okay. A planned pick. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hmm. Insurance scam, yeah. Oh boy. Ooh. Hmm. Why is he so... Has he been poisoned? What's going on? He expires indeed, I mean... Did we poison his drink? Yep. This is the power that saves you. I love Albert. The shift to make that red so much brighter than everything else is brilliant. Well, one of three, but yes. Everyone's going on as if nothing happened. Mm-hmm. Okay, next meeting point. Yep. Well, back at 221B. Oh shit. Well then, that changes things. That changes things a lot. I forgot 221B blows up. Who is he? They're gone. Or something else was there? Or it was a bluff? It was a bluff. Are they actually going to be in there though? It's quite the devious trick, huh? uh, wow. Uh, mm-hmm. It's. I swear they're gonna be. They're gonna be switched. Come on, they're gonna be switched. It's gonna be like nothing, isn't it? Come on. Hmm. Ah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, Have Sherlock got the papers already, or what? Are they legit? I guess they are the papers. Okay. I really thought they were going to be swapped. I really did. Uh, mm-hmm. Hence why she went to save that girl last episode. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Bit off more than you can chew. Mm-hmm. That's a lie. Does he believe her? He actually does. He knows it's a lie, but he can't do anything but. Yep. Yep. You know Mycroft too well. Yep. Is that it? Oh my god, what an episode. So yeah, we're definitely getting a part 3 then. Whether it's going to be called part 3 or something else, I don't know though. Excuse me, my voice is going today. Which is weird since it should have gone yesterday with how busy we were. That was a very good episode. I'm so glad Albert got his moment to shine as well. The 3 of them encompassing the identity of James Moriarty. I like that idea a lot. Yep, Act 3. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with this. I love this arc. I love this arc so much. I really, really do. Yeah, Irene Adler's addition and focusing on her story has been really, really great. And the fact that Sherlock knew she was obviously lying, but he didn't really have much choice in giving over the papers. He knew he didn't really have much of a plan in that moment, but someone else had already accounted for this and had already planned around it. Oh boy. Again, I love the idea of the three brothers encompassing the identity of James Moriarty. That's clever thinking. And seeing Albert orchestrating the whole thing, setting him up, is like, as soon as he was kind of like antagonistic, that one guy talking to him, I was like, okay, he's going to be somewhat important then for this next bit. Yeah, I thought the whole like taking of the ring and like funding stuff, I thought, well, that's kind of a weird thing to add, but he set it up. He intentionally let his stuff go because, well, he's going to get it back anyway. Is set up a meeting spot for Irene Adler. And it's a way to prove the power that he has to be able to just kill off someone in a masquerade ball that he planned himself, and to show that no one would care even if he did it. It's such a good moment. And again, one of the few times you see Irene Adler on the back foot. She's been very confident in all of this, or at least keeping up the air of confidence with the situation she's in. She's panicking internally, and that was the first time she really showed it externally. That she knows she's out of her league here. She didn't want to get involved in any of this. But yeah, the British being involved in the French Revolution makes sense, honestly. Like, I mean, British government was very interested, and the monarchy was very interested in the French Revolution, because the French Revolution really started, like, all the monarchies of Europe at that point were very much keeping their eyes on it, because it's like, well, if they overthrow their monarchy, and that idea is popular and it does well for them, what stops the demolition of all monarchies in Europe? Like, British monarchy would be terrified of that potentially being a thing. So it stands to reason that we would have an interest in it already. And at this point in history, I need to go back and see how they worded all of that with regards to the document. Because I'm curious to see whether they're saying that we supported the revolution and influenced it to happen just as an experiment, or if we were vying for the outcome of overthrowing the French monarchy or not. Because honestly, us overthrowing the French monarchy would not be a good thing, I don't think. Not for our own monarchy's power. It would be a great experiment to see what would happen to a country that did lose its monarchy. Maybe that was the intention. It might have also just been a form of revenge after... Because French Revolution happened after American independence, right? Am I remembering that correctly? And the French funded American independence. Let me just make sure I'm getting my timelines right here. American Revolutionary War was over by 83, and then the French Revolution... Hang on, let me just pull both of them up simultaneously. War of Independence lasted till 1783. French Revolution began with the Estates General of 89 and up until 99. So yeah, after funding the American Revolutionary War, not getting the money back, obviously, because why would they pay the money back for being helped? That sent the already struggling French economy and class division into turmoil. And that resulted in the actions of the French Revolution. So, it's entirely possible in this world, if we wanted the French Revolution to happen, if this British monarchy wanted the revolution to happen to re-screw the French over, it would make sense that we would fund it, since it's a way of getting back at France for their involvement in the War of Independence, right? So, I mean, it makes logical sense to me, but again, I would need to look at the subtitles there to see if they're implying that we wanted the revolution to happen and the monarchy to be overthrown, if we just wanted to incite chaos, if we were experimenting to see how people would take a certain form of monarchy, or what. So, yeah, I'm just kind of curious to see what... I just want to make sure I know exactly what meaning they wanted of that, because it's a very interesting idea, and I really, really like it. But it really would have a major effect on the British Empire as well. It's like puppeteering a revolution in one of Europe's major players would be huge news internationally. And especially since we're still at one of the heights of our empire, we've still got our colonies all over the place. That would be huge for the fate of the empire. So I really, 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 really like that narrative thread. Hopefully we expand upon it a little more as well next time. But God, I'm so glad we got one show on Monday that is absolutely a banger. Yes, it's a sequel technically, although it's a split core show, but I'm very, very happy with this. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one as much as I did. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of the episode. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, now that we're back to proper weekly episodes. The 2-week wait was, it was so worth it, but I wish we didn't have to wait so long for this, because, oh my god, it was brilliant. As well as the rest of the Spring 2021 lineup you can find on the channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.